Today is February 10th, and we've got a good episode of Talkin' Yanks. We're ranking the question marks. We're recapping last year. We're talking about other things that I was just told and forget. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks. What did I miss?
Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake. Recaps galore and weekly awards. Stat lines, steaming hot takes. Your Yankees news with these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for hanging out with us for a little bit today. We appreciate you as always. My name is Jimmy. Sitting next to me in the stripes is young Jake. And in the corner, we have Bug Dude, who's representing himself on his t-shirt today. And this episode of Talkin' Yanks is brought to you by Cushy Dreams, Jake. You know what really helps the dreams get cushier? Some smokable CBD. And 2020 was a rough year, and 2021 is starting out just as wild. Spring training hasn't even started yet. The world's crazier than ever, but our friends over at Cushy Dreams can help. Cushy Dreams specializes in high-quality, smokable CBD, and CBD has been shown to help with anxiety, depression, even pain relief, fighting inflammation, and more. Cushy Dreams' extraordinary CBD-rich hemp flavor comes in 1/8 ounce cans and pre-rolled joints. If you got Jake's bad at rolling joints.
It's true. Get the pre-roll. They
Fair.
got those.
I also am. It is, never attempted one in my life. It is cannabis that ships discreetly to you and directly to all 50 states. They offer specific indica and sativa strains that deliver desired effects. You can relax, you can create, you can hustle, you can have peace, harmony, energy, dream. I threw in harmony because I thought it flowed really well. Jake and I have dabbled in the Cushy Dreams.
Oh, yes.
They did send us some of the pre-rolled joints, which we enjoyed, and we got some here.
Here's what I would tell the people, Jimmy.
Tell them.
If you have
Speak up.
indulged in marijuana, or if you haven't,
Yep.
I would recommend this product.
That's great advice. That's good.
So if you fall into one of those two buckets,
yeah.
go check out Cushy Dreams. They're nice to us. That's what's most important in this life.
Everything's about niceness,
And
and
we're
they are
nice to them.
us. Yeah, they sent us some samples we smoked in the alley. We felt great afterwards.
Sometimes it's nice to be important, but it's always important to be nice with Cushy Dreams.
Yes.
What was the word you added before? Manifest?
No, it was harmony.
Harmony.
Because they said that if you want
Harmony's
peace, harmony is good. I like harmonizing.
Promo code YANKS, 20% off, free shipping over $20. So if you get 20% off, free shipping over $20.
Mm-hmm.
That's called the deal in the biz.
DEAL. Use promo code Yanks. It's
called-
promo code Yanks, right?
That's called dill, and I'm not talking pickles, babe.
Ooh, wow. Also, Marshall McAllister, Travis R.
Wow.
Belanger, Caleb Scherer, and Luke Rella, our most recent patrons.
Thanks, everybody. Go check out our Patreon stuff. It's been a lot of fun lately. We're doing silly things.
Taking a lot of Polaroids for all our major leaguers out there. They get a one-of-one Polaroid that we sign and name. Someone posted on Twitter the other day of one where a monkey was choking Jake.
We've been doing a lot of modeling lately, and just more on the way.
Yeah, it is. We're a model
true.
company now. All right, Jake, we have some voicemails today, but beforehand, we do have some groundskeeping. What's the head of grounds crew guy's name? During the season, you know it.
Yeah.
Steve? Norm?
Yankees head groundskeeper. Brian
You know his name during the season.
McField?
McField. That's good. That's good, Jake. That's a good... Danny Cunningham.
Danny Cunningham.
Yeah, I was all over it.
Obviously, Danny.
Grass expert.
More than that.
Yeah.
Cushy Dreams.
Yeah. Ben Heller got DFA'd so they could make room for Darren O'Day on the roster.
I'm still a little shook from this, man.
We were at one point the biggest Ben Heller.
Still were. Still are.
Still are, yeah. Okay, we will continue to be.
Yeah. Hope he gets a shot, man. Every time Ben Heller came up, it felt like something weird happened. He got like ejected that one time for hitting someone, and that was ridiculous.
Oh, remember that? I forgot all about that.
And then I think that was his last game of the year? But I don't know. Every time Ben Heller got called up, it seemed like something weird happened. He's got 2 fun pitches, which if you can harness it, can give you a career in the major leagues. I hope he goes somewhere, no offense, probably a bad team. Or how about a borderline team?
Red Sox.
The Angels.
What if he goes and joins Otto?
It'd be nice for them, I think.
They get along, you think?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think Heller's like the original X-axis guy on the Yanks, right?
He's a big into the crisscross, yeah.
Yeah.
What? That was so cool. Do you see what my hands are doing in the camera?
On camera, yeah. So good luck, Ben Heller. We love you.
Is Clint the only remaining piece of the Andrew Miller trade with the Yankees now? Fireisen now with the Yanks. Justice Sheffield now with the Yanks. Ben Heller now with the Yanks. Clint Frazier remains.
I think so. Unless we're missing someone.
No, I think that's it.
Seems right.
Interesting.
Fireisen.
So, yeah, Ben Heller's gone.
And no members from the Yankees side are still on Cleveland either.
Where's Miller now? Cardinals?
I think St. Louis, yeah. I think he's chilling. He's been hurt a little bit.
And he was, did Miller have an extra year attached to him?
Andrew Miller.
Did Cleveland get him for a year and a half when they traded him?
Baseball reference. Yeah, he traded to from the Yankees to Cleveland in 2016, finished 2016, did 2017 and 2018 in Cleveland.
He had 2.5 years.
Left?
He had 2.5 years with Cleveland.
So the Yankees didn't know their window was going to open that much. I think retrospect now is you don't trade Andrew Miller and you have him on the 2017 and 2018 Yankees.
Tough. Depends what Clint turns into.
Yeah, but still, with everyone else gone, only Clint.
Astros were cheating.
18? Like.
Yeah. He wasn't that great in 18.
Okay. 17, you definitely would have liked Andrew Miller there.
I mean, if Andrew Miller. Hi, Andrew. If Clint Frazier turns into be a borderline all-star left fielder and Justice Sheffield turns out to be an MLB caliber pitcher, that's a lot for 2.5 years of a reliever.
Yeah, but they traded, already Paxton's gone, and that's who they got for Sheffield.
Right.
So Clint's the only piece remaining.
Right.
Just kind of interesting to think about it now.
Yeah.
You'd really like Miller on that 17 team. I don't think they realized they were going to be there.
No, they definitely didn't.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Anything else before we jump into the first voicemail?
I don't think you. Miss you, Ben Heller.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yankee Stadium's still doing COVID testing stuff. If you live in the Bronx, go.
Vaccine, not testing.
Not testing. Vaccine.
Maybe testing's part of it.
Could be. I have no idea.
Me neither. Here's the first voicemail.
Originally Oklahoma, now New York. Hey boys, it's Ben from originally Oklahoma, now New York. Unfortunately not the city, upstate New York, where it's cold as shit, a lot of snow. I'm at Fort Drum, New York. So the last time I called was June, and 20 season hadn't even started yet. And then I went off to Army basic training and then School of Infantry. So I was out of the loop for about 6.5 months, just kind of got back into a real world. Don't know what happened 2020. Honest, don't know anything. I was wondering if you could give me a quick rundown on what happened in 2020, how the Yankees did, what Cole do, Judge, Stanton, Sanchez. Let me know. Anything crazy in MLB? I heard the Dodgers won the World Series. I guess it takes them a weird season to win it. That's whatever. Thanks, boys. Go Yanks.
Okay. So we basically have an Encino Man situation here.
Just what happened last year?
Yep. Just a straight up what happened. I wish I still had my Girl Talk music mashup that I made, remember? That walked everyone through the season.
Let's see. If you remember, the Yanks started out pretty hot, 16-7. And then they went really cold. They got to 500. Everyone was sad. nervous.
They were really injured, and they had 2 really long losing streaks, and it was in our very privileged and spoiled time rooting for the Yankees since 2017. It was like the worst spell we've had since 2017.
It was ugly. They bounced back. They won 10 in a row. We got all hopped up on the Yanks. They ended up skidding into the playoffs a little bit, but it was kind of when things didn't matter, and the games did matter for the Marlins, and I think is there another team? Toronto. So Gary, really bad, got benched. Luke Voigt's a hero now. DJ LeMahieu's been one of the best 3 players in the American League the past 2 years. Glaber, we're a little nervous about the glove. Gio Urshela is a god. Is Brett Gardner coming back? Aaron Hicks, you get some weird mixed Hicksy feelings, but he kind of does Aaron Hicks things.
They went. I was just counting. They went 5-15.
Yeah.
From August 18th until September 8th, they went 5-15, and they had 3 wins in a row against the Mets, and they were like the worst, not comforting, not skilled wins, and we were at like rock bottom. That stretch was brutal.
Walk-off wild pitch somewhere in there.
Yeah, Stan was injured. Judge was injured. Luke Voigt played injured, led the league in home runs. That's a great update for you. Luke Voigt was awesome. DJ LeMahieu was awesome. Glaber was good in the playoffs. Bat was really good in the playoffs. Defense got shoddy. I don't think his bat was ever there. Gary Sancho was awful on kind of both sides of the ball. Garrett Cole had a little bit of a rocky start, but only in a 10-game stretch. You're going to get that.
More than settled in.
Davey Garcia
with
made
Higgy
his
behind the plate, if we also remember that.
Yeah, personal catcher for Cole. Davey Garcia made his debut. He had the numbers don't represent that he looked pretty good. A couple times he got roughed up on his way out of a game.
His good looked good.
And they cut him short, so yeah. His good looked good.
Zach Britton was really good. Chad
Canley
Green
got hurt, and now he's gone.
Canley gone. That was the season.
Thing happened in the playoffs, and that bad.
Happened. He
doesn't need to know about that.
Yeah. You can live better life without knowing that. Yanks lost in winner go home game to Tampa.
They had 7 hitters that were above league average, according to OPS Plus.
It's good.
Tanaka's gone. That was his last season.
Tanaka gone. App gone.
Yeah.
There you go. You're
caught up. Welcome back.
Thanks, man.
Hope you had a great time.
Good luck.
Here we go.
Fort Drum.
What's up, boys? I'm going to say a name y'all probably haven't heard in a while that came across my Twitter feed today. Hiroki Kuroda. Man, no one ever brings him up. And if you look at his numbers the 3 seasons that he was here, he was freaking dynamite. Like a legit 2/1 when he needed to be. And I feel bad for him because he was kind of overshadowed by CC when CC was at the end of his big-time dominant run. He was kind of overshadowed by Masa's debut because he was the new Japanese pitcher coming in, But Hiroki kind of just came at the wrong time because if he was a couple of years earlier, him, CC, and Pettit would have been balling out on a staff together. If he came a few years later, he'd be there with Sevy and Masa and Cole, and we'd be talking about how awesome Hiroki Kuroda is. And it just never happened for him because he was there at the worst possible time, the end of the 09 dynasty-ish years. Not really a dynasty, we only won 1 chip. But anyway, who are some of the other Yankees that you can think of that came at the wrong time? Thanks, guys. Go Yanks.
Mattingly.
Yeah. It's probably the big one, right?
That's their biggest other stretch without. Messina was there for 10 years or so and didn't get a ring.
Moose is a good one. God.
Kuroda was really good with the Yanks.
Kuroda was good. I was trying to see how his full out game logs looked. And it's a lot of nasty. It's a lot of nasty. Yeah, I mean, go look at Kuroda's stat lines, and if I told you we were getting that this year, we would be over the moon about Hideki Kuroda. Yeah, an interesting little career, man. Comes over his age 33 season. Kind of drops stick with the Dodgers for 4 years, drops stick with the Yankees for 3 years, and all right. Not a bad way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was reading someone's opinion on this. I kind of told you guys beforehand about this. Is that the Yankees have had a Japanese ambassador of the game for a while. They had Hideki Matsui from 2003 to 2009. Then they, in 10 and 11, they did not, I don't believe, had, not a star. Then they picked up Kuroda in 12 and Ichiro in 12, which then took them into 14 when they had Tanaka, which brought you all the way to 2020. So from when did Matsui start? 2003? 2003 to 2020? They've really had like a Japanese ambassador. There's a lot of money from having a Japanese audience and all that. So you wonder if, like, you know, if there's a next big guy in Japan or there's a Japanese player out there, if like business-wise they're like, hey, like let's tap back into that market.
Business and baseball.
Yeah.
That makes you wonder a little bit. You know, Sugano was eyeing coming over here, got kind of turned away. Yeah, okay. So we'll keep that on the horizon a little bit.
I thought it was an interesting note.
Another name that fits the bill before we get to passing, JOMBOY. 02 to 08.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Same as Messina. Today's Kuroda's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Is that the passing news?
Yeah.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Agawa, they tried after, like, when Hideki was on his way out, they tried to pick up Agawa. And then Arabu was 97 to 99. So that's been a long stretch of always having a Japanese player sans 1 or 2 years in 20. If you go to 97 through 2020. Yeah. And I think 11, 10 and 11 are the only Yankees teams that don't have a star.
They really wanted Ohtani.
Yeah, they did want Ohtani. So it's just interesting if there's a Japanese player out there, if there's another one that's about to be posted, if Tanaka's going to come back, if this is something that the Yankees have actively been paying attention to or not. Who knows?
Coinky dink.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you know, the Yankees are a destination for a lot of those players, and B, the Yankees spend money. So I wonder if that does
Also works it out.
narrow the pool a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting.
There's got to be some return for them where it works out. Big media. I think Mattingly, Messina. I'm sure people a little older than us will have better names.
Yeah, well, the further you go back, you get the like 80s guys that were with Mattingly.
Yeah.
Winfield.
Granderson?
Grandy man?
Nah, I don't care.
Yeah, you always get weird emotions with Grandy.
No, he was at the right time. They just didn't win. I mean, 2010, 2011, 2012.
Yeah, Winfield's a good one, BBD. I mean, all-star from 81 through 88 with the Yankees.
What about Brian McCann?
Ooh.
Nah. Then it gets boring because it's like, well, no.
We'll be sad about Tanaka in a few years until he comes back and wins one with us.
Preston Claiborne?
Ooh.
Great name.
Ooh.
If you're a guy that wears double polo shirts.
Ooh.
Pop collar.
Gala.
Next voicemail.
Fellas, it's Bubak. Listen, if you would go back to the Talkin Yanks voicemail archives, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, you would have heard this guy going on a rant about crazy Cat Clint and how I just can't stand him. I don't know what happened. A Yankees switch was flipped, and I love the guy. That's all I got. Not really a question, just a statement. Love the guy. Hey, guys. Love you guys. I think I probably love BBD the most. I mean, that smile and that giggle. Why not? Love you guys. Keep it up. Bubak out.
Subdued Bubak.
Whoa.
He loves Clinton. I'll tell you why you love Clinton now, Bubak. He played. He produced. According to him, he's the source here. He matured. He got a new girlfriend that he says made him grow up a little, and he's not doing annoying things anymore. And mostly produced and played well.
Starts with playing good baseball, because that's what we like out of our baseball
He
players.
tweeted yesterday about how his girlfriend uses her phone on super bright mode.
Yeah.
And she was telling Clint that he was weird, that he dims it. And then he tweeted, and then everyone was like, no, your girlfriend's weird.
Yeah.
I thought that was a very fun and engaging post for him.
No, I mean, they are they the Yankees' premier couple right now? Not married?
Oh, fuck.
Because it's the Coles.
It's the Coles.
It's the Coles.
Coles.
Who's after them? Sevy and his wife got a good thing going on. They're married. I'm going unmarried.
The Greens.
Glaber. Greens are married, right?
Yeah.
You're
going
unmarried.
unmarried
now.
Oh.
Was kind of judging his girl, but that kind of...
I think they're still together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It got soured a little bit.
Oh.
publicly.
Yeah,
Glaber
what's
married?
Glaber? I don't know.
They're cute.
Tereus, his wife, their white Christmas tree.
Like that tree.
That tree was wild.
It's good.
Do you use your brightness all the way up?
No. I don't even... Not a technology guy, but no.
Well, you know that you don't, or you just
Correct.
leave it auto settings.
Auto settings. But I will notice when it goes full brightness, and I'm like, whoa, we never really do this.
Do you use Twitter mode white or black?
I recently, because the kids were talking about it, I switched to night mode or whatever it is. And it's okay. I like both. I don't see anything.
I think my phone might go night mode on my own. I don't like night mode at all. I switched back because the public perception tried to shame me into it, and now I'm a proud not night mode.
I don't like the night mode on just the messages and stuff at all. But I like it on Twitter.
What's
but
up with the
I was
people?
a late convert there.
What's up with the people who changed the font whenever they do screenshots and they have a weird font of Twitter? That weirds me out.
I don't know.
I think
Twitter
no,
font?
That's a different thing. Is it? I mean, I always in my head, assuming we're talking about the same thing, assume that was an Android thing.
Oh, is that it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. It weirds me out. Anyway,
Okay.
brightness. I let it sit wherever it's gonna sit. It auto it does it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we like Clint too, Bubak. He's been cool. Has fun, a little silly.
Was really good about the mask last year,
Good
and
about
all
the
his interviews
mask.
were amazing during the
Catching fly
season.
balls.
Instead of dodging reporters, he was saying the proper and awesome, not proper, but he was being himself, but it was a much different version of himself than we'd seen.
great.
It was cool.
It was
good.
great. Grew up a little bit.
All right, next voicemail.
Hey, JOMBOY. Hey, Jake. Since it looks like the NL won't have a DH this year, do we see pitchers slapping the ball around, or do you think that they're just on full no-swing mode? Also, does Giancarlo Stanton play those games, or does he take the series off? Thanks.
National League Baseball.
How many National League games do we have?
I think it's a normal 162, right? We play the NL East and do home and away with each team. Little extra with the Mets, I think.
Don't
I
listen
know.
quite the rules. I'll look at the schedule.
Sure, check it out. See if anything hops
Stan
out.
sits those games and then pinch hits for the pitcher who's the first pinch hitter. And they can probably do that as strategic as they want. And then the pitchers don't swing at all. Yankees pitchers do not swing at all.
Yeah. Them
Please.
the rules.
Don't swing at all.
Them the rules. Yeah, we'll see. Stanton, man, it's gonna be a weird thing if he, and knock on wood, because this would be incredible if Giancarlo Stanton is healthy for a chunk of the season. There's gonna be a little part of me that's like, that guy can't play any outfield. It's one of the most in shape guys in the world. But I get
Used
it.
to be a good outfielder.
I get it. He would have to build up so much goodwill by then. I won't believe it.
I believe the
I
Yankees
couldn't
play
believe
the
they
NL
announced
East.
that he's DH only. Once you announce he's DH only, well, now he's DH only.
Yeah.
how you get out of that. What if you get out of that, then he gets hurt? Then you look like an idiot because you announced he's DH only.
Again, there's still like a chance it was a jab by Cashman. Like, hey, you really want to play outfield? Right now you're a DH.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he's sick of being hurt.
I don't know. Interested.
I have no idea. But I've been hoping the Yankees pitchers don't hit. Don't swing when they go play National League Baseball.
Unless you're about to walk, then swing lightly.
So you strike out?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Don't risk being hurt. Until we're out of the injury bug, like you got to play with...
until the injury curse is kind of
gone. Wait, we're not uncursed. So you got to play with pillows around you. Remember how big Batanzas swung?
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Sheffieldin, right?
Yeah.
Hey, boys. Jamie here from Jacksonville, Florida. I was picked up a little nugget that Melky Cabrera was the last Yankee to hit for a cycle in 2009. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Who's going to be the next Yankee on the current roster to hit for the cycle? You know, who's the most likely? And then for fun, who do you think will actually hit for the next cycle? You know, most likely, looking at a guy with speed, maybe Wade, maybe Glaber, someone like that. My guess, Gary Sanchez. Pinball, ground ball in Houston. Outfielders running around. Gary Sanchez, next Yankee cycle. Thanks, guys.
I don't have Gary. The triple is a little hard for that. I don't even think if there was a triple presented that, again, we're playing with pillows around us. Gary's not being, if Gary goes for a triple, I think it's like, dude, don't do that.
I think that's where this fella landed with
pillows.
the question that was like, who is the actual most likely and who's almost your fun pick that you could see happening? And
Mine are the same guy, I think.
Okay.
Clint?
Yeah. I think Clint's the number one, like, young guy. We're fine with him running on the base
Can hit
path.
homers. He's fast. He can turn a single into a double just to get the cycle.
Would
and blowout.
acknowledge that he's going for the cycle a little bit.
Yeah. He would have. So I think he's my favorite to hit a cycle.
You'd put Hicks up there?
I wouldn't. He wasn't really running last year or doing anything at, like, high speed.
Yeah.
So I'd have to see that first.
Yeah.
I actually had Gio as a sneaky second.
I had Gio as a sleeper, but if you're going to do Gio, you kind of have to put DJ above him because that's kind of the same thing.
I think, is Gio faster than DJ?
I mean, if he is, not by much. I mean, DJ plays second. He long strides.
Yes, DJ edges him out, but it's pretty close just based on eye test.
You guys would guess DJ's faster?
I'd say the same.
I'd say they're probably about the same, and I'd default to DJ's legs being longer.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
I would have said Gio's faster than DJ.
And we'll make it a poll.
Neither of them speeds their game.
If the poll came out to more than 60-40 one way or the other, I'd call.
Why would we use a poll? I'm going to look it up.
I think it's kind of, we're doing opinions right now.
Oh, well, it's not my
You
guess.
want to find out.
Well, are we doing actual base running? Are we doing pure sprint speed? Are we doing a combination? That's where, like...
Yeah, I would do sprint speed.
Okay.
I mean, everything's just sprint in baseball.
Who gets around the bases quicker? I want to do it old school. Little League style.
I don't know. DJ's not fast, right?
I don't think he's fast. I don't think he's slow. I think it's the same with Gio, right?
I thought DJ was slow. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I think compared to other guys.
Oh, did
who,
we
like,
lose
do
internet?
what
Are we
he
still
does,
live?
To my knowledge, we are.
I had to turn the internet off on my phone. It was struggling. I think we're still good here.
I'll do the same.
I think so. I don't know. I'll re-upload if I have to.
Go DJ.
I don't know what's making noise. I'm trying to close every app open on my...
Sounds like your phone.
That's crazy. Oh, you know what that is? A stupid TikTok. They autoplay. It's nuts. Well, all right, so Clint's both of our favorites.
Clint should be the favorite. Clear-cut fave.
Judge? You have him legging out a triple?
Not really. I mean, if he gets one of those big turns around the bases, And if Gardy came back,
Yeah, if Gardy came back, he's
up
Gardy
there.
told a great story on R2C2. I always just like that messed with my mind about how he was about to have a triple in 2009, but CeCe was running the bases ahead of him, and it was a tarp shot that he would have had a triple, but CeCe was going base to. He would have had a double, but he was going base to base, so he didn't get it. He's like, Melky gets one 2 weeks later, and they're throwing a damn parade for him. It was funny.
It's good.
Wow. Gio and DJ both not fast according to sprint speed. Gio slower than DJ. You guys had it. 31% for DJ, 12% for Gio.
Wow.
I didn't think Gio was that slow.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'd have to check on that stat because I wonder if it counts, like running hard to first because a lot of the Yankees don't do that on a lot of ground balls and stuff. That's where I don't know what that stat.
Oh, that's a great call. If they are taking, yes, if that stat takes into account.
I don't know.
No, it's a
I'm
great
calling
call.
it a tie for now.
I think you've nailed it. I think that stat's completely irrelevant, and you've just blown it wide open. Bernstein
trying to
and
help.
Woods over here.
Was using it to defend my case, and now I'm using it to defend your case.
That's friendship.
That's how I roll, man. Animal print pants out control.
I don't believe we're live anymore.
No shoes, no shirt, and we still get service.
So should we keep going?
Keep going. I'll re-upload.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Cool. One more voicemail.
What's up, guys? It's Michael from Northern New York. I just have one quick question. Out of all of the question marks that the Yankees rotation has, who do you have the most confidence in being good? Out of Kluber being injured, Tyone being injured, Sevy coming back, who are you most confident in? Thanks, guys. Keep it up. See ya.
Well, is those the only three? Do you want to add Davey, Herman, Monty?
So this question's a lot of fun. I think we can open it up a little bit to
because it's Cole and the question marks, right?
Cole and the question marks.
Yeah. Basically, everyone besides Cole and our start that projects to be a starter for us, we've said is a question mark. So
And then
so I guess where I wouldn't count Monty is I don't think Monty's ability is that much of a question mark. I don't know.
From there, I think it's kind of the same thing with like Kluber. We've talked about. I'm pretty confident he's gonna get outs one way or another, as long as he just stays on the field.
Like I guess for me, this turns into like I in the playoffs, who I'm most likely to believe in at that time. And for those question marks, it turns into Tyone, Kluber.
That's a completely
Davey.
different question.
Okay. Well, I guess that's where I'm trying to figure out what the
I
question
think
is.
he's saying who's going to last the season. Like
that's
you're
okay.
doing high upside. I think it has like who do you think will actually pitch?
Yeah, I guess it's how do you believe in them in different ways.
Yeah.
Like I believe in almost all of those guys to be better than Monty, but
No,
health-wise,
so hold on.
you're
This is how I
absolutely right.
interpreted the question.
Okay, this is what I'm looking for.
Which guy isn't going to get hurt and will pitch to his best ability for the duration of 162? If you had to bet on one guy, this guy's going to go pole to pole, not get hurt, and pitch to above like his skill level or above. Who would
Right.
you bet on?
So above their skill level.
Or right at there?
Well, then it's Monty. That's just a health question, I feel like.
That's what I think he's asking.
Oh, see, I think going off of that, it's which of the unhealthy guys would you bet on the most?
Because take Monty and Herman out then. He's talking, he only listed.
Oh, I think Herman even counts.
Well,
he didn't pitch at all.
But the caller just put in the injury people.
Right. I think that's...
So of those three, who do you think would you bet on to be impactful, useful regular season
So
pitcher?
it's Sevy, Tyone, Kluber?
Yeah.
I'm probably going Tyone.
Same. I think it's that's
He's younger. The double Tommy John is scary. I don't know enough about it.
But it's one injury.
But he's been really good. Like if the baseball kind of isn't a question. It's just pure health.
And he's been healthy the longest.
With Kluber, it's kind of both.
And his injury history is a mixed bag of a ton of different stuff.
Yeah, I don't get as lost in that. I think those are more connected than a long injury history. And then Sevy, I mean, you're already missing half the year out of the bag.
Yeah, he's not even getting
potentially more. So
straight to the
bullpen.
So you go straight to the bullpen.
You can't rank.
That's my new theory.
Sevy to the bullpen.
Straight to the bullpen.
Interesting.
Why try to stretch him out for August and September?
I don't hate it.
Why even try? Just
guess it depends where the rest of the staff is at. And
exactly, but if you have 4 healthy starters,
right?
Why even try to stretch Sevy out at that point?
If you're coming up on pitch limits and stuff like that,
obviously. But I think he could be pretty impactful if you're like, hey, don't even stretch it out. Stay at 50 pitches, and you're going to be a 2-inning weapon for us.
Yeah, no, I see a world where that works, but also Severino could be like easily our number 2 heading into the playoffs.
True.
Yeah.
But this would be the 3rd year he's done that, where he's like hasn't pitched a season, and then they try to throw him in the playoffs when he already isn't great. He's not a great playoff pitcher, and now they're going to be like on a pitch count in the playoffs. It'd be the 3rd year. 2017 was the only year. Yeah. It'd be 18 and 19. 19 came back from injury. In 18, he was just the worst pitcher in baseball for a stretch.
For the second
and
half,
they were like kid gloves on him.
I think there's something with like, I think they very well might target him to just be a bullpen option come the playoffs, assuming everyone else is good. I still think in that case, if they pitch him at all in the regular season, they probably still like start him those games, or like your 3 innings max.
Yeah, it's when does he come back? Is it mid-baseball season? Because then I think you're going to want to find out at least.
Which one would you bet on to be a non-factor come September?
Ooh, non-factor come September.
This is a rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah.
You don't want him to do it? He's not going to listen.
You don't know that.
Well, my guy's not listening. It's Kluber. Landslide vote for me. But I mean, I'm choosing between the 3 non-factor.
Right.
Because I do think there's a way he can go too low on us. Still, I got to see it.
Like to 11 mil.
Yeah.
I'm believing in that right now because Tulo is a minimum contract. We read through the smoke and mirrors the whole time. They so believe in him. Cressy's putting his neck out there. Cashman putting his neck out there.
Yeah, Cressy's neck is out there.
One. Necks are out.
Necks are out, yeah. Not like necks are out of fashion, like necks are on the line. Guillotine line.
When you say necks are out of fashion, do you mean neck wear or showing neck?
Showing neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to check on that.
I don't.
As a turtleneck guy.
No, necks are in fashion. When you said
showing neck.
When you said necks are out.
Right.
I was just clarifying for the audience. He doesn't mean they're out of fashion. He means they're on the line.
And then we were asking about the fashion side of things.
That necks are in fashion. Showing neck. Showing neck is in fashion.
Turtlenecks are out.
Yes, turtlenecks have been out for a while.
Fuck.
Yeah. Turtlenecks. But you kind of do a half turtle. No, showing neck is huge, man. Think of any elegant photo of like, you have to show off the earrings, you have to show off the necklace, the hair's up. Necks are.
But there's like a really cool turtleneck look that like I can't put off, but it's like a full turtleneck with like a chain.
Like what Davey does?
Kind of, but more of a turtleneck. It's more powerful. Davies was a half tort.
I don't know, like a nice V, show off the collarbones. Necks are always kind of in fashion. If you got a nice neck, you got to flaunt it. I don't have a great neck.
I don't have a great neck.
Yeah. Who do you think's the best neck in the office? Kyle's got a pretty good neck.
I'd have to check it out more.
You're going just for length, sure.
Oh, how are you judging necks?
I don't know. So it's not any one thing.
You ever seen that? Do you remember that episode of Always Sunny when they do the Dave and Buster's episode when Frank tries to hang himself, but his neck is so thick that he just dangling there and it won't do anything? Do you want to rank him your way?
Do you like this Drake with a turtleneck pick?
No.
Okay. I kind of like that look.
I mean, I like it, but Drake, if I saw a guy walking down Manhattan and I didn't know he was Drake, and it was just a regular citizen, no, I don't like that look at all. Like a regular citizen's wearing that.
I don't think an
out and
average
about.
Joe can pull that off.
No, you need to be a famous person.
All right.
Yeah.
Model.
What do you want to rank them your way? The way you interpreted the question?
We had it. Who, like ranking the coin flips? I think we kind of did that. Like the only thing I would have added was Davey and Herman. Who I think you probably like. What about Herman versus Tyone? Are you on Tyone or Herman? I think that's an interesting one. Because it's not a health question. It's just, do you believe in Herman's baseball skill, which we kind of do. But it's also, how do the Yankees deploy him?
Yeah, like Tyone's going to he's going to start.
The Yankees are bought in as Tyone starter.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I believe in Herman. I believe in Monty to pitch a full season at his ability. Herman's ability, like, fluctuates.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then, like, I'm so curious about Kluber. I can go the way the wind blows. But really, if I'm being ultimate positive, I'm forcing the all day, or I'm blowing myself like.
Yeah.
Kluber's first 3 starts can sway you a lot.
I'm choosing to be bought in because of the money, because of Cressy, because of Cashman. But the second he gets hurt, I mean, I am. Like, I'll even let Kluber get hit a little bit because he hasn't pitched a lot recently. But if he gets hurt, then I'm slamming tables.
Okay. I'll slam it with you.
Slam me, Daddy.
Is there like a drug that kind of sounds similar to Kluber?
What's Special K? That's the horse tranquilizer. Ketamine?
I don't want to do ketamine.
Me either.
Officially.
Big time.
Okay.
No.
Glue? For like huff and glue?
I don't know about that either.
Glue?
Glue. Because Jameson, we're going to take shots of JMO. Cole 45, we could do like a power hour of Cole 45.
There's got to be like
40 hand stuff.
Weed or THC that's named after Kluber.
Why?
Cushy Dreams.
Are we doing this?
Cushy Dreams?
I have us doing a power hour and like JMO shots.
Oh, I was stunned. You just said do Colt 45 drinks.
I don't want to do that.
We're currently, I mean, we like to peel the curtain back for the people here at Talkin Yanks and JOMBOY Media. In our heads, Jameson Tyone is going to get the 3rd start of the year, which is a 1 p.m. on a Sunday, and we're in fear of that.
Yeah, no, I'm not, because his pitch limit's going to be so small that I think max we could do 5 shots. And that's kind of right where I want it to land.
I'm a chips fall where they may. Tyone punches 8.
We got to do 8 shots. I'm there.
4.1, 8 punches.
Like, that's fucked. 4.1, 8 punches is like...
We're in trouble
8 shots in an hour.
Our moms are mad.
Yeah. 8 shots in an hour, I think that would be.
Moms are mad. They're mad if we do 4.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be the first Tyone game.
You got time to mentally prep.
Maybe they mess the rotation up a little bit. Tyone's not there.
First start, though. First start's
Monday
nice
night.
because he's not going to have a big
First
pitch
start.
limit. He's only going to throw like 60 bullets.
If they stretch him out to like 75 in spring training, it's going to be scary.
You're going to be scared?
A little bit.
Are you going to pull full shots?
I mean, we'll start doing the 3/4 halfies, but it's still a lot of Yamaha.
That's how they say Jameson in Jamaica. BBD.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the show. That's all we have.
Is in.
The last thing that I kind of said might have been a lie, but I haven't been to Jamaica since I was young.
Yeah. So we don't know.
Oh. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.
Gushy dreams. Yanks.
Yanks.